This is a Hot Pie Media original.
I used to make the will they ever be marketable list, and Mike Tyson was number one on the list. Monica Lewinsky, I don't think committed crime. No. Now the president may have, sort of, maybe, but she didn't. She's a public leper. And proof that I'm really, really wrong, not only is Mike Tyson not a public leper, he's marketable and he's marketing. In my opinion, it's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, but I've given up on judging the public and the public's consumption of Mike Tyson. You can't deny for a second. Let's do not deny this. And I think it's a sexist thing, but she has no chance, has never had a chance. This guy, Mike Tyson, shouldn't have had a chance and is succeeding. He went to prison for rape. He didn't get accused of rape. He went to prison for it. And he's more marketable than ever. Okay, there's my setup. I look at the two of them, and I don't even know better characters. We can try OJ. We can put OJ in there in some capacity, but I think OJ, for all of his common sense tweets, for all the times that I'm thinking, well, that's a good point, OJ. Yeah. For all the talent OJ has.
Hey, Twitter world, yours truly.
I got to be honest, for all the talent and the charisma OJ has and the perfect teeth and an unbelievable forehead. It's so supple. His skin is just so supple. It's amazing. I'll buy it. That dude ever sells skin cream. I think everybody above the age of 40, but every male above the age of 45. I know it's not cool to go, where's that OJ cream? I'm buying it, man. That guy looks fantastic. That's what happens to your forehead after you kill people? It's a remarkable thing. I don't think OJ gets a comeback, and I'm not, if you want to put him in this, let's look at these infamous American characters and see how they make it back. You go right ahead and do it. I'm lost. I'm lost on OJ's unbelievable skin. Have you looked around his eyes? It's amazing. I wonder what he does. Huh. I have to ask him when he's around the Hot Pie Studios. So, Monica Lewinsky's, I don't think ever made it. Certainly not to the extent that Mike Tyson has. You're thinking a generation maybe doesn't know? You probably don't. Let's go ahead and break down Mike's life and Mike's career. And a lot of it is sad and tragic, and he had a horrible childhood, blah, 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 blah. Mike's a bad guy. Committing rapes, really kind of a deal breaker, you would think. Cutting off heads, deal breaker. Going to prison for rape, typically a deal breaker. Monica Lewinsky, no chance. What did she do? Mike not only went to prison for rape, convicted, Mike ate a man's ear. Mike's a lunatic. Jeff knows because Jeff blew a lot of money on Mike Tyson fights that lasted about 11 seconds. So Mike's a nut job, and I'm setting up not only Mike's rebirth, but Mike's commercial success. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through 4 different sauces, and then I'll taste, and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
You, Jeff, but it is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today. Okay. And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here is called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are Red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the beet heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring beet
I'll
heat.
even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No. A little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. This is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet heat.
Beet heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
40 seconds left.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here.
No one in the building could believe what Tyson had done. Yet when the ringside doctor told Lane that Holyfield was fit to continue, the referee docked Tyson 2 points, but didn't disqualify him. Even after Tyson tried to claim there was no bite. When the fight resumed, everything went back to normal for about 15 seconds. Holyfield landed a jab, Tyson responded with a left hook, then Iron Mike went in for seconds.
You know, it's funny. Mike was having his best round. He did it again.
Lane allowed the round to finish, but the bite marks on each of Holyfield's ears were too much to overlook. He called Tyson out on 2 strikes, ending the fight and setting off a chaotic fracas as Tyson charged the opposite corner and police hustled to intervene. Amid the confusion, after Tyson left the ring to booze and tried to invade the stands to track down a fan who'd thrown a bottle, an MGM Grand employee found something strange between the ropes. He headed to Holyfield's dressing room to present his discovery: a piece of the fighter's ear, wrapped in a latex glove.
Yeah. Mike? Oh, that was just the start of it. That was just the start of it. Mike was crazy. Mike was diabolical. Mike went to prison. Mike had a 8-year run that was as crazy and as high profile as any you can remember.
I fornicate more than other people. It's just who I am. I sacrificed so much of my life. Can I at least get laid? You know what I mean? I've been robbed of most of my money. Can I at least get a blowjob? I wish one of your guys had children, if I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have, waking up every day.
Yeah. Usually pretty tough to bounce back from that. Yeah. Which part? I don't know. The biting off the ear, stepping on the testicles, crushing the children's heads. Where do you want to start, everybody? Did I tell you about Monica Lewinsky? I don't remember Monica Lewinsky saying she wanted to step on the children's heads. She may have said something about testicles. I don't know. Would prefer not to know. She didn't go to prison for rape. She wasn't an absolute full-on public lunatic. The guy's a lunatic. Sadly, whatever you want to do with the psychiatry of this, there's no crazier person. Thus, Jeff presented the list. He's never going to be marketable. Holy crap. The man is not just in a movie as a joke. Now, we could say the rebirth of Mike Tyson was, what was it? The Hangover. I guess. One time, remember Mike, there was this, he lost everything. The guy's life was horrible. It really was horrible. But he also, committed crimes. How he lost $100 million one time. I saw a breakdown. And the guy spent, like $5 million on pigeons? Yeah. So where are we going, Jeff? We're going to what I think, and I'm going to be wrong, might be the most ridiculous idea that I've heard. The fact that Mike is marketable is shocking. The fact that Mike had a one-man play is shocking. The fact that Mike is selling gummies shaped like an ear, I'm about to rip up my college diplomas. Every ounce of business knowledge I have is going out the window. First of all, the American public is going to buy from Mike, you know, the testicles and the children's head. Okay, you know that one, that guy is selling you gummies. Gummies in the shape of ears? Really? Here it is. I give up. I'm going to sit for there. Students, forget it. Everything we talked about, forget it. Forget it. Now, not only is there no taste, not only there are no morals, there's no common sense whatsoever. Here it is. Mike Tyson's cannabis brand is making ear-shaped gummies. Wow. Mike Tyson's cannabis brand, doesn't he have a tattoo of a tiger on his face now? Something like that? Just launched ear-shaped marijuana edibles. And you know what they did just to make sure they proved those of us that went to school wrong? They're doing it on the 25-year anniversary of eating the man's ear. Yes, you go America. Look at us go. Look at us. Man, we're good. Damn, we're sharp. You want to talk about class? We've got class. I want to see the meeting, but I give up. Okay, Mike is our spokesperson. We got some edibles. Boss, I got an idea. Let's make him like an ear. Remember he chewed up that dude's ear? Good one. Holy cow. I got an even better idea, boss. We're going to launch the ear gummies on the anniversary when he ate that dude's ear. I'm getting a raise? Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is really happening. This is an idiocracy. This isn't idiocracy. Well, it is, but this is a real thing. I told you, not only is Mike back, not only are you happy to have Mike back, Mike's selling you chewed up ears, you losers. You losers. And then somewhere, Monica Lewinsky sits staring out a window. I'm sorry, what did I do? What did I do? OJ's on Twitter. Jeff Ward is just gawking at his supple skin. Mike's selling ear edibles. And I'm driving a Pinto. In reference to what became known as the Bite Fight against Evander Holyfield, Tyson's cannabis brand, Tyson 2.0, announced a new product, ear-shaped edibles called Mike Bites, complete with a missing chunk. You know, in my class, I would say, I'm sorry, did you really present to me just now ear edibles called Mike Chunks? Not only do I want you out of my class, and not only are you going to fail, but I want you to get out of this off this campus immediately. I'm having security remove you. That's what would have happened in my class, but whatever. So Mike Bites. Are those going to be right by the Flintstone chewables? Jeez. What are we going to do? I give up? You know what, kids? Don't go to business school. Don't. Just go get really wasted, get really high, and come up with stupid ideas. You're going to be just fine.
Thanks for listening. You can find more episodes and all of our other Hot Pie Media originals baked fresh daily at our home online at hotpiemedia.com, the Hot Pie Media YouTube channel, or wherever you listen to podcasts.